What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to look at some more Steam Deck gaming today. This isn't the Steam Deck, this is an Anbernic. If you want to go back and check out a video I did on my channel yesterday, I unboxed it and I did a little overview of it. I'm currently reviewing it for the channel. It's a really cool little unit. It's got an OLED screen. And yeah, if you're interested, then check it out. If not, then we'll move on to the Steam Deck. So today, guys, we've got a cool set of classic games to play. I'll show you which ones we've got once I turn the brightness up. There we go. I've got some more classics for you today. Fable Aniversary. Enslaved. I've seen a lot of recommendations for me to play that. I have played it back in the day. It's one of them games I played like in 2012 when it came out, but a lot of people wanted to see it running on the Steam Deck. DMC Devil May Cry. Don't hate me, but that's the only Devil May Cry game I've ever played. I know, crazy, right? And Dead Island 2. And my Steam Deck has just died, apparently. Ah, for some reason it went into sleep mode. Weird. But yeah, so Dying Light 2, Dead Island 1, I don't know why I said Dying Light 2, apologise for that. DMC, Enslaved, and Fable. So we're going to hop into Dead Island, and yeah, I'll see you guys there. So, we're in Dead Island, and we're going to have a look at some video settings to start with. Because if this is being like a remaster, or kind of like, yeah, like a remaster of like the old original version, I'm not 100% sure we're going to be able to run it at full settings, but we'll definitely give it a go here. So to start with, set our in-game profile at 60, turn this TDP limit off, and then we'll keep an eye on what kind of metrics we're getting here. But yeah, for the sake of it, to start with, we'll try running it high. It goes all the way up to very high, so we'll just keep it on high at the minute, turn VSync off. And resolution set. Let's just confirm down here. Or do I have to scroll all the way to the bottom? I do. Right, so we shall play. Any fans of Dead Island here? Used to love playing this back in the day, but Dying Light, as soon as Dying Light came out, I much preferred Dying Light. But yeah, this I'm pretty sure it was made by a similar company. I don't know if this is made by Techland. I'm pretty sure it's just the same company who made Dying Light, or if it's like a very similar company. But yeah, it's very similar. This is set on an island, hence the name. And yeah, Dying Light obviously has the more parkour kind of style to it. But, you know, the combat is very similar. And the combat is really what drew me to this game in the first place. Because we've played a lot of zombie games in the past. I mean, I love Dead Rising 1, Dead Rising 2 as well. And, yeah, zombie games can get a bit stale after a while. But they introduced the first-person mechanic to this one. I've just noticed that it doesn't have the gamepad input controller button things, which is annoying. Did the same to me on Red Faction Guerrilla the other day as well. Yeah, one of you guys did tell me that it kind of automatically changes if you start it with a keyboard, and for some reason, yeah, it must have thought I was using a keyboard when I first opened Red Faction Guerrilla. I wasn't, I was just using the controller, but the control scheme must have enabled the keyboard or something. But yeah, there's no way of just choosing maybe if we go to controls, maybe configuration, Xbox One controller. There we go. There we go. So now we get the Xbox button prompts. So yeah, Dead Island 1. To be fair, I'm actually quite impressed with how it's running at the minute. So we get a bit fight a zombie or something soon, but as you can see, it's running at a lock 60, around 15 watt as well. I noticed it did jump up to 17, but that was with the background intro. Let's get these cutscenes. I'm pretty sure this is where we start getting chased by a zombie now.
I can see you through the camera. Feeling all right, mate? The shakes? Fever, chills? Good. I'll introduce myself later. Right now, we gotta get you the hell out of there. Do exactly as I say, okay?
Just adjusting the brightness. The my camera lens getting a little bit annoying with focus hunting at the minute. I don't know why, but yeah, as you could see in the prototype 2 footage, about 2 minutes of that was out of focus, and I didn't realise because I was playing the game. But yeah, it was a little bit frustrating when I was editing the video back and saw that it was out of focus. You'd think like, oh, I'm running towards them. Maybe I should run away from them. Difficult when I'm playing games and trying to record at the same time to keep it in focus. You've got to keep my hands very still. But yeah, guys, was kind of hoping this one would maybe run at a little bit of a lower wattage, so we might have to do some tweaking. But to be fair, we are playing at high settings at 60 locked. I mean, I haven't seen it dip from 60 as well, so this seems like just as it dips, but I'm pretty sure that was because it was there was like a flash of light. Right, well, let's I will if you let me go. Right, let's go.
Alright. This is fucking crazy. On 3. 1, 2, fucking 3.
Wonder if we're gonna get any news on Dead Island 2. I mean, it's been in like development hell for like 5 years now or something. The trailer was awesome though. I did really like that trailer. The guy slowly turning into a zombie as he's running. That was dirty as well, to be fair. But as you can see, the combat is very addicting in this game. You can throw your weapons. It's very like ragdolly, smacking zombies in the head and stuff. Satisfying. That's why I love Dying Light so much. The combat is very satisfying. But this one kind of did it first, so throw a weapon at this zombie. If he wasn't in the way, bro, move. Right. Terrible attempt. There we go, guys. Dead Island 1. The fact they all have a similar name is really doing my nutting, to be fair. Dying Light 1, Dead Island 1, Dead Rising 1. It's a tongue twister. You try saying that 10 times. If we turn this down to, just for the sake of it, put this down to 50. It says some bollocks about co-op, but I'm not really that bothered at the minute. Co-op, 50 does feel smoother. Let's see if our wattage drops down. Might just play it for a couple more minutes outside just to find out. It's jumped up to 20 watt though, it's interesting. It's kind of why I have it locked at sometimes, because it does unnecessary jumps up to like higher wattages for no reason. It's kind of why I like to have it locked at a certain TDP. So 50 looks really playable. A little bit of stutter there. If we turn it up to 8 maybe. Graphics look really good on this one, to be fair. And yeah, sitting at around 15 watts, so not terrible. You're going to get like 2.5 hours of battery life. Maybe a little bit more. Oh, hello. Just punch it to death. And yeah, there we go. So we'll move on to the next game. So as you can see, we're back in DMC Devil May Cry. So this one is like, correct me if I'm wrong, I've like got very little knowledge of Devil May Cry, so don't get annoyed with me if I butcher anything. But is this kind of like a spin-off of like the original series, or is this just its own game in itself? I know you play as I'm pretty sure you play as a guy called Dante. I know Dante is like an original Devil May Cry character, but they kind of do like a joke with him at the start where he wears the wig of the original Dante, and then it like flies off his head and stuff. It's like got some pretty funny jokes and stuff in it. Let's just see if we can play it with HD textures as well. Why not? If not, then we'll just take them off. But yeah, I can't see this one being difficult to run. I mean, it looks like it's got a really optimized engine. I'm not 100% sure on what engine it's using, but yeah, as you can see, guys, running on high settings here, the game looks very smooth. About 10 watt at the minute. If this can hold around 10 watt, then I'll be massively impressed. And yeah, this one definitely deserves a little playthrough then. I remember having a really good time with this one. Had some great moments in it, some great cinematic moments, and it was quite funny at times too. This main character's got a bit of jokes to him.
This is my home. Well, show me your secrets.
What are your guys' opinions on this one? I do actually own the new Devil May Cry, but I just haven't really played it that much. I have it on my Steam. But yeah, it's hack and slash games for me. I just don't really spend that much time playing them. I think the last hack and slash game I actually played was recent, to be fair. I went back on Bayonetta 2 after playing it on here. But yeah, I don't necessarily play hack and slash games too often. But for the sake of this video, yeah, let me know if you want to see some more hack and slash games. But I'm just mad surprised at how well this is running. Lock 60 at high settings with the HD textures and stuff. I know we haven't really got into any massive fights yet, but yeah, I'm really impressed by this. Looking at around 3.5 hours of battery life as well, which is awesome. And if you really wanted to extend this, you could run it at 40 Hz. I mean, let's do it and see what happens. It's going to look a little bit more stuttery, but for the sake of extra battery life, we'll see how much wattage it really needs if we go down to 40. To be fair, it might be very minimal, and it might just be worth running it at 60.
Who the hell are you? Great.
There we go. Be able to get in some combat now. Yeah, so it's around 9.9 watt. So I don't really think that it's yeah, it kind of has made a difference, because if you look at our time remaining, it says about 4 hours now. So that's really good, actually. 85%, and we're looking at 4 hours of battery life on this one. It's extremely solid. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this, and it does feel really good at 40 as well. It doesn't feel too stuttery, but me personally would prefer it at 60. The fact you can just switch between will never get old to me. It's the Steam Deck at its best, and as you can see, this one actually supports the resolution as well. So a lot of games recently I've been playing don't actually support the 800p resolution, which is annoying me because we get these tiny black bars. And yeah, you want to be able to take advantage of your whole screen, right? So it's a shame that a lot of games don't seem to support that resolution. But this is relatively near the start of the game. I think I'm about half an hour through it. So yeah, if you want to run at a solid 60, you're going to be looking at about 3.5 hours of battery life. If you're playing it from 100%, you're probably going to hit like 3 hours 40. So that's really solid. Just bagged a new weapon. Getting them achievements as well. Is there a way to switch weapons in this? There we go. Oh, I have to hold the right trigger. Cool. Damn. Break his shield and slice him up. It's funny, I noticed I said I haven't played a hack and slash since Bayonetta, but to be fair, I've been playing a bit of Prototype since I did it on the video the other day. Really fun game. Managed to get it working as well. If you just run it at the regular Proton, the shadow issue goes away after a couple of minutes. And it doesn't crash either, so very playable game. Just requires a little bit more wattage than what I'd have thought it would have needed, to be fair. But it is what it is. And yeah, that's DMC Devil May Cry, guys. Let's move on to some Fable now. So the kind of settings we're going to be running for Fable, I'm going to try and run it at Ultra. I'm not 100% sure how demanding this one is, but it is a remake of the first game, I'm pretty sure. Fable Anniversary Edition, so I'm not 100% sure if I've played the first Fable. I had an amazing time with Fable 2 and Fable 3 on the 360. Used to love playing those back in the day. It was such a nice little twist on the RPG genre with the comedy elements to it, and the fact that you can buy up the houses in town and like rent them out to people for like extortionate amounts of money. It was always a classic thing to do on Fable. And then the good and evil side of it as well, so you could be extremely evil and it'd change the look of your character. Very awesome, cool designs, but yeah, as you can see, guys, looking sharp. And it looks to be running at a solid 60. That's really nice to see. If you're a fan of Fable and wondered if it was going to work properly, there's your answer. Wattage is going up a little bit though, so it looks like it might possibly be quite demanding on this system, so just bear that in mind. You might not get as much battery life as you think.
Let me hear some good reports about your behavior.
Right, I can't remember fully what they want you to do at the start of Fable. Maybe I should have just watched the cutscene. I think you have to do like... Right, so you've got to do tasks for kids and adults around the town.
Is your sister having a party for her birthday?
Yeah, it seems to be quite a demanding title, this one, at 60 FPS, guys. Jumping up to 20 watt at the minute.
You're always in a hurry, lad.
Just had the fan kick up a little bit, like a tiny amount. What's she want?
Where's that filthy layabout husband of mine?
Very excited to see any new information about the new Fable game coming out. That's going to be a really cool game.
Nothing. If you find him, let me know. Honestly, where's that good-for-nothing husband of mine?
I'm going to drop this down to 40. I feel like it's a game that you could probably play pretty well at 40. But yeah, you're going to be looking at around 3.5 hours of battery life in the small town looking areas.
Hello, lad. I'm a trader. Some little girl I saw said you have a sister, and it just so happens that I'm guaranteed to put a smile on.
Right, so I can buy some gold. Yeah, buy. Right, okay, so I've got to do tasks for people to get money to buy my sister a box of chocolates. Fair enough. Any idea where that woman's husband is, though? Interesting. Maybe there's like a tavern or something up here. There isn't, but there's a farm. Let's see what she wants. Ah, shit, that's the sister. Right. Not the most exciting gameplay, but at least you can see that it's running pretty much perfectly. We have it locked at 40, it seems to be staying around 11 watts, so it's a really nice battery life.
He was irritating me, playing with my sister and that stupid teddy bear. No, he won't give it to me. I told him if he just...
Get him off me! Please, Hef goes around the town beating up anyone smaller than him.
We've got a bully. Gotta beat up the bully. Beat the crap out of him.
I'm sorry. I'll leave him alone.
We don't tolerate bullies around here, bud.
Thank you. You stopped him good. Thank you. Here, I'll let you look after Rosie. She'll be safe with you.
Oh, cool. Alright, so... I'm pretty sure that's the bear that girl was looking for now. So if we go back to give the girl the bear, she might give us something in return. I think the girl's up here, right? Unless I'm really terrible at remembering where people are. No, I'm probably really terrible at remembering where people are. Okay. That wasn't her. It's not up there.
Get your miscellaneous items here. It really keeps the spirit of feeling alive.
I swear she was in this square area earlier. That's the kid we just helped. Yeah. I don't want to spend any more time on this because I'm obviously not looking properly. It works great, works perfectly, as you can see. We got into a little bit of combat, so you can see a little bit of fighting and stuff. But yeah, Fable Anniversary Edition. You shouldn't have any problems with this. I didn't even choose a proton layer when running this. It's verified on the deck, so there you go. Works great. Our final game of today, Enslaved. Display options we're running here is 800p, high settings. We've got VSync and all the motion blur shit turned off. And yeah, I actually really love this game. The start of it when you're escaping from that ship in the sky, it's like a prison, is amazing. Some of the set piece like design for that start part was so fun, especially when you're like hanging off the edge as it's like falling out of the sky. It's very Uncharted-esque. This one's made by Ninja Theory. I can't actually remember what them guys made, but they've definitely made a few bangers in the past. Yeah, I can't remember what Ninja Theory have made. I'll just quickly Google it, to be fair. So Ninja Theory have made stuff like, oh, DMC Devil May Cry. Totally unexpected. Fair enough. Oh, and Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. Did not know they made DMC Devil May Cry, but to be fair, it makes sense because some of that set piece design in DMC is very reminiscent of this. I'm pretty sure Andy Serkis is voicing the main guy as well, which is even better. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I seem to remember that being the case. But yeah, as you can see, this is like just when you crash land and you're getting into the main meat of the storyline. But it seems to be running at a solid 60 here. High wattage though. All these older games seem to use high wattage. I don't know why, but like, yeah, a lot of these 2011, 2012, 2013 games seem to demand a pretty high wattage to play at 60. So yeah, you're not going to be getting as good a battery life as I was expecting playing this one, but as you can see, it runs at a lock 60 at high settings. That wattage is going to go down and vary all the time, so depending on what you're doing or where you are, it's going to jump up and down. So as you can see, it's gone down to like 13 now at the minute because we was in a cutscene. Now that we're back in gameplay, it's going to jump back up again, but yeah. It's got some really fun level designs in this game as well. I remember you get like a hoverboard kind of thing in the middle of the game. That's really fun to ride around in. Man, I ain't played this game in a long time. So this woman here, she's like captured you and put like a device on your head which can like shock you if you're disobedient towards her. Don't know how I'm supposed to get across there. Do I literally just jump and climb over it? No. Oh, the pipes, okay. It's kind of what I meant by like Uncharted feel. It's got the Uncharted kind of like parkour elements to it. Very smooth as well. I'm proper excited to try Uncharted on the Steam Deck. That's going to be good. I'm hoping it's massively optimized. But that hasn't got a release date yet though, so it'd be interesting to see when they're planning on bringing that one out. But maybe we can get into some combat before the end of the video. Yeah, it looks like we can. So you've got like a built-in staff as well. It's really cool. It's definitely a reminiscent design of like Wukong, the monkey god. Oops. I'm pretty sure I can block as well. It's not pressing the right button here. Oops. Alright, okay, it's right trigger. Combat very satisfying in this game. Always remembered it being a good combat system. But yeah, the design of this guy is very Wukong-esque. Drop it down to 40. See what kind of... Yeah, so my Steam Deck black screen for a second there. All I had to do was literally just press the start button, the power button on and off. Kind of put it into standby and back on again. But yeah, as you can see, 40 still looks good. Should be able to squeeze out a few extra chunks of juice out of the system as well with this. Maybe better to play it at 40 rather than 60, but I'll leave that up to you guys. Be able to see a bigger open world segment now. Game does hold up graphics wise. On the smaller screen, it looks sharp. It's got them like classic 2010s textures. Doesn't look bad though, it looks really good if you can see on the... Hopefully it's doing it justice. But yeah guys, I'll leave you with that. And I'm planning on doing some Sunset Overdrive at some point. I know that's been requested a few times. And yeah, stay tuned. Let me know if you want to see some more classic games or you want to see some more modern titles. And I'll see you guys in the next video.